Before we begin, Linda has something she'd like to tell the class.
It's my birthday on Thursday, and everyone's invited to a party at my house at 6 o'clock.
Linda only used to invite a select group of friends to her birthday, but this time she had worked out that she would get many more presents if she invited all the nerds as well.
I would also like to remind you all about the school play on Friday morning.
Yay! Then we'll miss maths.
Come on, settle down so we can get back to National Flowers. Jerry, would you go and fetch a set of flowers in color from the stockroom, please?
Okay.
Frank, you can go with him. They might be too heavy for one person to manage.
Not for me, they won't.
You do know the way. The stockroom is on the 5th form corridor.
The 5th form?
It was a well-known fact that anyone who got caught in the older kids' corridor paid for it with their lives.
There. Hurry up now.
But I...
Their legs shaking, Frank and Jerry climbed the steps leading up to the 5th form corridor.
At my last school, there was a little boy who took a wrong turn and ended up among some older boys. He was never heard from again.
Whew, what luck. Nobody here.
Carefully, they investigated the unfamiliar territory.
Oh no! Somebody's coming! Quick!
Frank and Jerry just managed to dive for cover behind some lockers.
Did you see that?
Yes. Blood.
He probably just killed some poor kid who's barely learned to read. We better find those books quickly. Which room is it?
Frank and Jerry decided that if they just looked around the corridor calmly and methodically, they would soon find it.
Stock room. This is it. Come on.
Frank hesitated. He couldn't be certain there weren't any big kids lurking inside the room. Besides, he'd heard from Thomas that the caretaker who ran the stockroom was not an easy man to deal with.
No, you go in. I'll wait out here and keep a lookout in case any bloodthirsty 15-year-old comes along.
Okay.
Oh no, not again.
What are you doing sneaking around here, you scum? If I ever catch you around here again, I'll break every bone in your body.
Frank was certain this was the end of him. Jerry had to drag the entire consignment of flowers in color by himself, convinced that Frank had run off ahead to get out of any carrying.
Well, it's about time.
Isn't Frank here?
He went home. He had a tummy ache.
Frank had made it home unscathed. Now all he had to do was make sure that he couldn't be taken by surprise. Towards the evening, Frank began to calm down.
Frank, you have a visitor.
Do you still have a tummy ache?
Yes.
Frank couldn't claim to have a tummy ache forever. After a few days, his mother forced him to go to school.
Why are you wearing that?
Frank claimed he had to wear the ski mask because his cheeks were frostbitten.
You look absolutely ridiculous.
Frank didn't care if the girls made fun of him. He was ready to go to any lengths to avoid the wrath of that bloodthirsty 15-year-old.
Tonight's Linda's party. I'm going to ask her for a slow dance.
You wouldn't dare.
There was only one thing Frank wasn't ready to sacrifice: Linda's party.
One party's much the same as another. What's the difference? Linda has a birthday every year.
To be beaten to death by a maniacal 15-year-old would almost have been a better fate than this. Friday morning, everybody would be talking about Linda's party. Everyone except Frank.
Wicked disco lights. Oh my God, you should have seen this. Man, I saw Tess kissing. He was kicking.
Why didn't you come, Frank?
On Friday, the class was allowed to go straight into the hall to see the school play. Theatre was pretty low on Frank's list of entertainments, but at least he could feel safe in the darkened assembly hall.
Oh, look at that guy's hands.
Frank didn't know what to think when the monster from upstairs stepped onto the stage.
Oh no!
What are you doing sneaking around here, you scum? If I ever catch you around here again, I'll break every... Yes, that's it. I'll break every bone in your body.
It hit him like a hammer. He had missed Linda's party all because of a silly school play.
Stupid! Blasted! Play!
Just you wait. I'll get you at break time.